In the past 2 years on social media, I completely silenced my voice and stopped creating content because I wanted to maintain being diplomatic. I was tired of fighting with people. I felt like there was enough of that on the internet, and I thought by expressing those thoughts or beliefs that I'd contribute to any type of discourse. But really, I just was always meant to take up some sort of space, even if people don't agree with it. So, in the spirit of actually knowing who you are following, here are some things that I've never shared on social media before. For starters, I've never agreed in the two-party system that we have, and I think the political officials on both parties are all part of an elite group that never really cared about the American people. That much has come to pass by this TikTok ban. The American people have come together and expressed what this app has meant to them. They've been able to create livelihoods for themselves. They've been able to learn new things. They've been able to create better lives for themselves. And the only thing our government has ever unanimously come together on is that this app needs to be banned. This app helped undivide us. It made us a community and it brought us together, and that is not what they wanted. I believe if we actually took care of our American citizens and we all collectively came together to do this, I do not think that majority of us would coast and not develop anything further. Humans were meant to create. Of course, there will be some outliers that will need to be taken care of, but by taking care of them, you kind of get them off the streets and they kind of go off and do their own thing. Crime goes down, everyone's happier. Compassion could really save the world. I believe that a healed matriarchal system would be the best opportunity for peace. I'm a lesbian and I don't hate men. I actually really enjoy the presence of a healed man. They have a lot to offer. That same elite group I was speaking about earlier, they're poisoning us. The food that we eat, the clothing that we wear, the music that we listen to, the chemicals we use in our households and our day-to-day products, it's all meant to keep our frequency low so that way we don't have the ability to tap into our natural power and we stay slave. When humans take radical accountability and do the shadow work and heal themselves, they all have the capacity to have clairvoyance abilities. Look beyond language and you will find that quantum and metaphysics, psychology, spirituality, religion, and history all tell the same story. I believe the world is mostly gray. I think that the reason that we're sent here is to learn the unit of measure. Good and evil is still God. Hot and cold is still temperature. Pain and pleasure are both still feelings. They're just opposite ends of that spectrum. As sentient beings, we can't experience those things. We can't have the knowledge of those things unless we have them in a human existence. So we come down here. I believe that we incarnate until we reach enlightenment. I also think that we are in hell right now. We're in the lowest dimension. I also think we have the ability to bring heaven to hell. We're able to do that by unlocking our minds, by remembering who we actually are. We're all a victim at one point, but it's up to us to decide if we want to stay a victim. Our brains are so incredible that we actually have the ability to rewire neural pathways. I have friends who have radically different viewpoints than I do, but since we both operate out of mutual respect, love, and compassion, we are still able to very much learn from one another. I believe that it's optimal for growth to have people in your life that challenge your beliefs. Multiple things can be true at once. Even when you don't feel like it, you are always creating and you are always abundant. You are always magnificent just for existing. It sounds cliche, but really think about this. That breath that you take in when you realize that you are terrified of the outcome of something. That breath that you share in an intimate moment with your partner. That sigh of relief and breath when you realize that it all worked out. The inconsistent shallow breaths in between crying and phases of grieving. That excited, huge breath we take when we see something in pure joy. These are all spaces of creation, a reality and timeline that we curate ourselves, completely uploaded to the collective for all of us to share and watch. I don't know, I think that's enough information to share in one video, but might as well get that off my chest since I haven't.